right, so we're going to break down No Mercy 2017, the Raw edition, because that's what they do. Brand split. Fuck the brand split. Fucking ruining everything.
Yeah, well, it's confusing everything, because I thought we like missed a pay-per-view or something. They went SummerSlam and then jumped to No Mercy for September, and now we got October is going to be Hell in the Cell. Are they going to have two again?
No, Survivor Series.
I don't know.
Survivor Series will be by itself.
Okay, and then that'll be a joint pay-per-view, and then, yeah, it's weird. I know they're building TLC for Raw, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where they're going to have their Shield reunion.
Yeah, so that might be October then.
Yeah, that's going to have to be.
Possibly. Yeah. So actually, I just realized...
October 22nd.
Is, dang. How the fuck you can't remember the Spider-Man release, but you can randomly pull out TLC.
Because they were advertising Asuka's going to show up.
Return.
October 22nd.
Right. Okay.
So, and they had a really good shot of her tits. I'm like... All of a sudden now I'm getting yellow fever. And I'm like, holy shit.
Back when she was in NXT, Mike texted me and was like, dude, there's something about Asuka. I'm like, no way. And then as soon as he said that, I started like looking at her a little bit different. I'm like, damn, there's something about Asuka.
I think it's like the thong outside of her tights. I'm just like,
It makes you wonder.
I hate when Mike's alone in a room. Just when he makes noises like that, it just worries me. Just worries me what's going to get stuck.
I'm not alone. Computer. I got my cat with me. We're good.
So wrong.
All right, so getting into the pay-per-view.
All right, we got the Bleacher Report up because they were gold last time with their grades and shit.
Yeah, it works. It's perfect.
So we got the kickoff show. Did anybody watch the kickoff show?
No.
All right, Apollo Crews beat...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No, Ellis won by fucking cat.
Elias.
Whatever.
By a cat.
Hold on, I'm going to go let him out because he wants out.
God.
Come here.
He did this to us last time, and then he wonders why we don't want him on the podcast. God damn it.
Oh, man.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah, not at all.
I'm back.
But Elias Sampson beats... What a match. What...
Pinfall?
Yeah, by pinfall. By catfall.
Every hipster has a script. Apparently it was a quote by Bleacher Report. That's something he said, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, they gave it a D grade.
So did
Poor honky tonk man.
He's going to get beat up by Ultimate Warrior 2.0.
He's gonna. Asuka. Undefeated.
Yeah. He's going to get beat up by Asuka.
Elias Sampson, that'd be horrible.
So to kick off No Mercy, we have The Miz versus Jason Jordan for the Intercontinental Championship. I came in halfway through this match.
Okay, so you didn't back up to watch the whole thing, or you just said fuck it?
Fuck no. I came in. I was surprised I caught the first match. So for I guess I don't even know how to start this. For a bastard versus The Miz, it was not too bad.
Yeah, it was a decent match, very predictable. The most entertaining part was kind of the crowd. I thought they were kind of ready. They were booing Jason Jordan right off the bat, and then they got "Who's Your Daddy" chants, "You Suck" chants, and "You Suck" was done towards Jason Jordan. And then randomly, like, nothing was happening, and they were just chanting, "This is awesome." and I don't remember it was. I think they were dicking with them. It totally seemed like it because nothing had happened.
Maybe it was The Miz. This is awesome.
That could be. I don't know. And then I thought it was kind of funny that I don't know if they were just playing along, but Miz is from Ohio. And he got this huge pop when it was like, oh, from residing in whatever Hollywood, California, and they're like, oh my gosh, thought it was the greatest thing. So I'm like, either the crowd is that dumb, or they're just playing along, like, yeah, he's our guy, hometown guy. So I don't know. It was okay. I thought it was a decent opening match.
I think Jason Jordan's really talented. He just got in a shitty deal put with Kurt Angle, and everyone knows that's not really his kid, and I think that's like fucking with him. Not him personally, but like his gimmick, because everyone's like, this is stupid, you're really not his kid, let's move on from this. But he's a really talented kid. The Miz is The Miz. He's gonna give you what he's got, and it was what it is, you know what I mean? It was a decent opener. It wasn't anything to write home about, but it was good.
Yeah, I agree. I think him getting stuck with this gimmick. I thought for a brief second when he was doing the post-match interview, which I actually really liked. It kind of came across as like shoot style. You didn't like that?
I just thought it was that they did this multiple times throughout the night. It was just so fucking random that she just immediately jumps in there and shoves a mic in his face right after he lost.
Oh, I thought it was it kind of reminded me of the UFC. Like I got that feel a little bit of like, hey, how do you feel? You know, that's just I was kind of surprised by it. I know they've done it before, but it's usually in the ramp and on the ramp, and he was still in the ring, and you know Renee Young just pops in there, and I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool.
Wow, I thought it was really stupid.
Huh, okay.
I thought it put him on the spot. He's got to remember shit after just having a match, and I just didn't think it...
Yeah, it did. I wish it kind of came...
And it was a terrible promo.
It was. Yeah, it was. I like the style of it. And for a brief second, when he says something along the lines of, all these fans chant, "You suck."
Yeah.
You know, like in adoration or something like that.
At Kurt Angle.
At Kurt Angle, but he's talking about like, you know, because they adore Kurt Angle. I thought he was going to say something about them saying that he sucked, and then boom, it was going to be a heel turn immediately. That's where I thought it was going, and I'm like, oh shit, he's just saying now the Miz sucks. That was lame. Yeah, so it was kind of he's not that great on the mic to begin with, and it was kind of awkward. I just liked the style. I thought it was kind of cool, you know, that she jumped in there and kind of got like post match, you know, feelings as if, you know, it was real. Like, hey, you just lost. How do you feel about this?
Well, usually in the UFC, they don't talk to the guy that lost.
Talk to the guy who won.
Oh, yeah. Well, Joe Rogan, that's recent, though, right? He just changed that.
Well, if they got knocked out.
Okay. So. Yeah, so he did before, and then now if they get knocked out,
yeah, he does.
Then he does do it. Yeah, so they'll still talk to the loser.
Well, it depends on how big of a star the loser is, and it's not Jason Jordan who they would talk to. It would be John Cena.
Yeah, sure, but I think either way, I liked the style. I thought it was kind of cool.
Oh, I thought it was awful.
All right,
I just thought it put him on the spot and just made him look terrible. It just was not the moment. It was just so random because also the match was done, and I was I wasn't really paying attention to the TV anymore. And then all of a sudden, I look up and he's still in the ring talking on the mic.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
So I was trying to speed it along, so I actually fast forwarded, and then I stopped and noticed he was in the ring. So I was like, what the hell? So I backed up and watched it, and I kind of liked the frustration on his face. There have been some people who, when they would interview them when they're going up the ramp, you know, they would have
they did that with Alexa Bliss later in the night. She was up the ramp and they interviewed her.
Yeah, that's true. But I just mean in the past.
Are you eating walnuts? What the fuck was that?
My soda?
Oh, it's like you're cracking nuts. Like
my soda Roll Tide. That's
Jesus
awesome.
Christ.
We're not sponsored by whoever it is, Miller Lite Miller Lite.
Mountain Dew.
It's a Pepsi, first of all. How well do you guys know me?
I didn't say anything. That was Matt. He just randomly threw out Mountain Dew and fucking took me off guard. I was like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Anyways, all right, moving right along.
Anyway, Bleacher Report gave that match a B-. So
it was a good match. I'm not saying it.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. He took him to his version of Suplex City, I guess.
That Northern Lights, that's sick. That float over that he does and stuff, that's a sick move.
Yeah, I like that.
Next, we have Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt in the Battle of Retards. It was just.
How dare you?
You know what? Actually, let me rephrase that. It's not Finn and it's not Bray that just annoys me. It's the commentators that just drive me nuts. The pre-show package, the whole setup and everything just drives me nuts because they're talking about this stupid demon thing, the paint and all this other shit, and just how they do shit just annoys me. When he was getting beat up in the beginning of the match, and they're like, oh, he's done, he's hurt his shoulder, and they're just over-exaggerating. We know he's gonna turn around. Just shut the fuck up. It was just so annoying. It was just so fucking annoying.
Well, we disagreed on Jason Jordan, you know, in the post-match interview, and we are gonna agree on this one. Because
it's a boy.
You like that build? The over-exaggeration.
You are not the father.
I agree. I have nothing else to add. I'm stumbling over my words because you put that great. Because it's not Bray Wyatt, it's not Finn Balor. I like them both. It's everything. I was confused by the man versus man or whatever the hell they were talking about in the pre-package. Then as they keep pounding it over your head, you realize, oh, he's calling out the man Finn Balor, not the Demon King, blah, blah, blah. So I was just confused as shit. I thought it over exaggerating was horrible. I would have been more surprised and probably enjoyed it more had they just called the match.
Yeah.
And then maybe like postponed it later or something like that, or I don't know.
It was just annoying. It just drove me nuts. I don't know why they did it like that, why they were pushing so hard. Maybe they got a new fucking toy coming out with him dressed like that. I don't know, an updated version or something. They're trying to sell. They're trying to make this fucking demon thing big. They're trying to make it the next Undertaker thing, maybe. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But they're trying to hype it up so fucking much that he's not using it, that he's not this demon thing. And I was just like, I don't give a shit. Just call the fucking match. It's a decent match going on right now. And you just keep bringing up the fact that he's not the Demon King at this moment, or he's not painted, or whatever the fuck they kept bringing up over and over again.
Well, yeah, because it was the man to man, or man versus man, or I don't even know. But then
for Bray, it's man versus food. Anyway.
Catch it on the Food Network or whatever fuck channel that's on.
Discovery Channel? No.
Mike, your thoughts?
I was at the Go Home Raw, and they had that whole Goldust versus Bray Wyatt thing without the face paint. Goldust versus him without the face paint, so he's just Dustin Rhodes. And that's what they're trying to portray it, that Finn is like not the same guy without the face paint, but obviously he is. Like, I don't know. It's fucking stupid. It's retarded. He's not the Demon King. Okay, well, he's still Finn Balor, and was your NXT champion, your Universal champion. So how the fuck is he not going to beat Bray Wyatt? Like, this doesn't, like, he's still, I don't know. It's stupid. It's fucking retarded. It makes no sense. The match was good. I liked the match. But fucking the hype to it and, like, he's not the Demon King. He's not the Demon King. Okay, he's not the Demon King. He doesn't have fucking face paint on. We all can see this. You don't have to say it every fucking 5 minutes. We get it. He's not the fucking Demon King right now, okay? He's Finn fucking Balor. Want to change the name to fucking Fergal Devitt? Will that make you guys feel better about it? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think the commentary actually kind of took away from the match because the match eventually kind of became...
Fucking dog.
All right, so the match kind of became a little mundane, and I was waiting for it to be over because of the commentary.
Yeah, I almost
so it was like, all right, is this done yet?
Already?
Yeah,
like, I was
which
so
sucks.
Like,
you have those two guys in there. That should never be the feeling.
So, suggestion would be watch the match on mute.
Yeah,
and that would be the way to watch this match.
Absolutely.
Because the commentary just drove me, or watching in Spanish, maybe.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
El Diablo.
Dimano Kingo Rey Dimano.
Blah. Anyway,
all right.
Bleacher Report gave it a B+. So apparently they didn't listen to the commentary.
Obviously not.
Yeah.
They must have been at a bar or something.
Oh man. Okay, your next match is Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus Cesaro and Sheamus for the Raw Tag Team Championship.
The bar.
Holy shit.
Dude.
Match of the night.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
They are.
Wow.
They are the bar.
Holy shit.
And
dude.
the bar took out some teeth.
That happened to me. Actually, same way.
It did? You lost a tooth?
Stinger Splash. I fucking overjumped it and fucking broke my tooth.
Fuck, how have I never heard that
I feel like he's
story?
making that up because he got punched in the face.
Call my mom and ask her if you don't believe me.
Oh, there you go. That's
true.
real manly. Call my mommy.
She took me to the dentist, okay? Ask Adam next time you're at a show. He'll tell you.
Yeah, well, just because you have an alibi.
I have witnesses.
Isn't that kind of all you need?
It was him that I splashed.
Just because you have witnesses doesn't mean it actually happened.
Yeah, I'm not going to believe
you fucking liar. Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, but holy shit, what a great fucking match.
Really, I mean, between the Usos and the New Day and now Ambrose and Rollins and Sheamus and Cesaro, it's just like, wow. It's just the tag team matches are just off the fucking chain.
Yeah.
Off the chain.
As soon as the match got over, I was like, there's no way anyone is going to... You look at the rest of the card, there's no way anyone's going to beat that.
No.
I knew it was going to be match of the night. And maybe unfairly, I probably went into watching every match that way. But I was so entertained by this. I actually watched it a second time this morning. My son ended up putting it on, but but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down and watch this again because it was such a great match. And yeah, phenomenal. They raised the bar, pun intended. Every time how many matches have these guys had that have been like singles, interchange, tag
Since
team
the
against
Hardys
each
came
other?
Back, pretty much. The cage match.
nonstop.
Yeah. And none of them feel like, oh, this is the same old shit. Unfortunately, like Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt was.
Right.
But like this one was like, holy shit, they're beating the fuck out of each other. This is exactly what I like about wrestling.
The only problem I had with it is I still think that fucking power bomb that Cesaro gave Rollins to the top of Ambrose. I'm sorry, I think I should have just finished it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then even then after that, they did this cool little thing where Sheamus was holding down Rollins on the outside and like teasing him, like you can't get him, as Cesaro was beating up Ambrose on the inside and about to go for a bit, and then Ambrose just does a quick roll up, and Sheamus is like shit and trying to bolt back in there after the powerbomb. I was like, then that should have been the ending, because I was like, that was just fucking hilarious,
right?
Because Sheamus was just holding Rollins down and they were teasing him, it was like bullies and shit, and
right,
and then all of a sudden that happened out of nowhere, and I was like, oh, and then it didn't happen. I'm like, I like false finishes, but I was like, that's just two moments right there where it should have. I'd still like the ending,
yeah.
But Rollins needs a new finisher.
Well, no, I like his finisher. I thought it was kind of shitty that he kind of messed up a little bit because he goes to put him in whatever it is, the DDT thing.
No, Rollins.
Oh, Rollins needs a new finisher.
Yeah, because he does like this jumping knee thing.
Right. Oh, why was I was thinking Ambrose? I was confused. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
He needs something different because it just looks stupid. Because one, Cesaro's too tall, so he didn't even come close. Like he tried to jump and he's like, nah.
Yeah.
He really didn't even come close.
Yeah, hit him right into Ambrose. But Ambrose, sorry to back up a little bit, he kind of messed it up because he does like the double underhook thing, and then he's like, oh fuck. That's not what I was supposed to do. Then he throws him into Rollins, and at some point you'd think that Cesaro would have, enough mind to be like, all right, now I can reverse it because you just threw me out of the move you're going to put me in. So that was the ending was a little kind of like messed up.
Well, I kind of took that as Cesaro was fighting out of it.
Got out. Yeah, that's how I saw it too.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
he fought out of it, but then turned around and went into the knee.
Okay, I didn't take it that way. But maybe that I don't know. I'll have to after watching it twice.
Watch it for a fourth time.
Yeah, you're wrong. Mike and I are right.
Yeah, no, I mean you guys bring up a good point. It just to me it kind of came across as maybe it's how Ambrose reacted to it or something because it came across like he went oh shit and pushed him towards.
He half-ass everything.
He does.
God
so maybe that's what
dude.
ruined it.
He needs to. It drove me nuts because this is the only thing. This is one of the things that just drove me nuts. It didn't take down the match for me at all. But when he got the hot tag, he comes in there and does that that fucking punch slap,
right.
punch slap, and it looks like shit.
Yeah,
it's the worst hot tag fucking. He needs to come in balls ablazing, and then like he just does this stupid thing, these pitter patter things. Sheamus is trying not to laugh as he tells it,
right?
and it just looks stupid.
Yeah,
he needs to come in there. Like
he needs to watch some Rock and Roll Express and know how to do a hot tag.
I don't know. I just think of Austin for some reason. Comes in there and you just believe that when he's just or The Rock, like when they came in there, like to start just laying when they get their heat up and shit like that. The heat they fucking just start laying into it. Like they're just throwing as hard as they can. Austin actually hit people.
Yeah, well, that's what I fucking love. And the one of the notes that I had was how Sheamus and Cesaro actually has started to come around like this. They are a little stiff and it looks fucking great, but they will beat the shit out of themselves. You look at the post, like, you're trying to make that. I've seen so many guys, not so many, but there have been occasions where the guys are supposed to go into the post and they slap the top of it. They're trying to protect themselves. No, Cesaro wanted to fucking put his face into that. And then the shoulder into the ring post. I know what the ring post is made out of now is loud. Braun had that kind of missed shoulder spot, a little bit later, but he fucking went into that thing as if he was gonna. I don't even remember who was in the corner, Ambrose maybe, and he goes running into the corner and boom, he hits it. And I was like, holy shit, they're just beating the hell out of themselves. So they're gonna beat the hell out of you, and they're gonna beat the hell out of themselves to make it look good. And it was awesome.
Ultimately, I don't know if we said it or not, but yeah, we did actually. But Ambrose and Rollins eventually win, and they retain their titles. Bleacher Report gave it an A.
All right, yeah,
I agree.
Yep. One quick note. I think it was this match and the Bray and Finn Balor match. Did you guys notice that the refs were a little bit louder? I don't know if it was intentional. I feel like it was intentional because it wasn't anything that was ruined. They were being a lot more animated. You could hear them. They were coming through a little bit more. It stood out to me, so I was just curious.
I noticed something different about the refs, which I'll get to a little bit later.
They're more authoritative for once in their lives.
Yeah, that was what they weren't fucking doing shit until certain matches. Like there's some matches where they were just like overdoing it and being authoritative, and then there was some where they just didn't do jack shit. They didn't do anything they were supposed to do. They didn't. I thought for a second it was a no DQ match. Anyway, we'll get to it. So next we have the Fatal 5-Way match for the Raw Women's Tag Team. Raw Women's Championship. We have Alexa Bliss versus Emma versus Bayley versus Sasha versus Nia Jax. My favorite biggin.
There was some good eye candy in this for sure,
dude.
Oh
man, when Jax was bent on, was about to get that power bomb.
Oh, man.
Damn, that was a full. You need those Clips glasses.
Oh my
god, see that shit.
Oh
holy
man,
fuck, dude.
I think she is pretty.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, for sure. No, Matt.
Whatever you say, guys.
But Sasha Banks in person, that ass. Woo, buddy.
Oh yeah, Mike got he used his daughter as kind of like his alibi to be able to meet Sasha Banks. He's like, hey, I can't be a weirdo just getting an autograph. Genius, I tell you, genius.
Oh man, I don't know if my dog can do that, but I'll try.
She's fucking smoking. She has a smoke show in person.
She's a smoke show on TV, so I can only imagine. I actually really enjoyed this match.
Yeah, no, I was so surprised.
Yeah,
I didn't after all the 6-pack challenges we've seen with women's title matches, and they only give them like 5 minutes and shit like that a lot of the times. But no, they gave them ample time.
I don't have timestamps on any of these.
No, neither do I. But
yeah,
probably a good 10-20 minutes.
Courtesy of Bleacher Report has anything? No, they do not. Yeah, but I would definitely, it's definitely double digits. It was definitely above 10 minutes, which is rare for a women's match to get more than 10 minutes.
Exactly. They gave them time. The spots were awesome. A lot of them made sense. There were some good, like, double teams that turned into something else. I thought it was really well put together. I don't like when Fatal 5-Ways or whatever, Fatal 4-Ways, triple threats, whatever they are, when they come across choreographed. And none of these I felt like were choreographed. Maybe kind of the big old power bomb, because of how long Nia Jax was sitting up on the apron, but it wasn't like super long, so it didn't feel awkward. I really enjoyed this match, and I enjoyed the finish because a fucking DDT won a match.
All right, so here's my thing on this match. Well, not the match, but Dave Meltzer said that Bayley is getting no reaction. Okay, I was at Raw, and when her music went off, I know I was in San Jose or whatever, that place fucking exploded like Hulk Hogan walked through that fucking curtain. So I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but Bayley is over.
I saw something like this. They were talking about that she got booed when she came out, and then when they were doing the announcements or whatever, when the 5 girls, she was getting booed.
They booed all the faces. They booed Sasha, and they cheered the heels. That's just like an LA crowd.
Yeah, that's true. They did. But yeah, I think for whatever reason they are kind of shitting on Bayley for some reason.
Which is so weird because Bayley's ass is getting bigger.
I know. Why would you shit on that? Well, I mean,
I'd like to do lots of things on that thing.
I would like that thing to do a lot of things on me. Not shitting. Fuck, guys.
I don't give a fuck.
Whatever you're into, Shane.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Where do we go from here?
Pornhub doesn't even carry that kind of porn, but I don't know where you find that kind of stuff.
Oh, everybody's got it.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah,
I need to know.
Roping this back into wrestling. Yeah, I don't.
We're not talking about wrestling?
I think she's over in people enjoy just to give her shit. I don't think there's crickets. So the people who are saying that, I think, are full of shit. I think there was one time she was trying to cut some promo and they were booing the hell out of her, and you could tell she was kind of getting a little flustered, but she's getting a reaction, and I think that's why they continue to do it. It's not as quite like Cena or Roman Reigns, but sort of.
She is the Cena and Roman Reigns of that division, is the thing, is that she's the top face. So that's why men boo her.
Right.
Men
that's
boo
true.
her.
Yeah.
And little girls and weird ass men that wear her t-shirts and wear her streamer shit and stuff like that. Shh, don't tell people.
You know you gotta hug her, what is that, headband?
No, I do not.
He's like, I want to hug her.
He wears that with his Batman mask.
My little girl does. See, that's the thing. My little girl loves her. Like, she dresses like her. That's her hero. That's her John Cena. That's her Ultimate Warrior. That's her Shawn Michaels. Whatever you want to say. So I don't understand where she doesn't even like wrestling, really. She just likes Bayley. And she connects with people. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me that she's over. She's over. An 8-year-old little girl who really doesn't like wrestling, who's watches it her whole life, but she doesn't like it. She just watches it because her dad does, connected to Bayley. And now people are like, no, she sucks. It's like you're selling John Cena. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I think you're right. You hit the nail on the head. She is that division's John Cena, where you can see, like, when she comes out, there's so many little kids who are just, screaming for her and, just love her. But then the overwhelming boos, which is usually how it is, because men tend to have deeper voices than little kids.
Really?
So that it just comes across, but at least she's getting a reaction there. I don't think she should sway at all from her character. Just,
me either.
Stick to who she is, because that's what's got her to this point.
The only thing is, I thought Jack should have won. I think this should have been the moment.
I do too.
I think she should have. I think she should have finally won and just kind of ruled the roost over that division for a little bit. And I don't know. I guess they want to keep it on Alexa, but Alexa's won multiple times with the DDT. By the way, I don't know if
she has. That's her finish.
Yeah, she beat Bayley. Yeah, that's her finisher. She's been beaten. She beat Bayley. She beat Sasha with it.
With a straight DDT?
Yeah, straight DDT.
No, because she
Jake
uses
Roberts DDT.
She uses that like over the top.
It's been
like,
super awkward. That's why a lot of her finishes have been awkward, because no one expects a DDT to win. She just DDTs him in the middle of the ring and pins him.
Well, yeah, clearly I haven't been paying attention or even remembering, because I've seen her. She uses like a submission, and she uses that like whatever, the like spinning cartwheel off the top rope. She's used that a couple times.
I've never even seen that. I've only seen her doing DDTs.
Me too.
All right. Well, that's pretty sweet. She's bringing it back. That's old school.
They should have put the belt on Nia and then finally build up to Nia versus Asuka at like WrestleMania for the belt. Undefeated Asuka versus Nia Jax, who destroyed everybody else.
Yeah, it is kind of weird that I think they are booking her pretty well, other than the fact that she's not really winning that much. Like, I liked how Nia Jax was in this match. Everyone's recognizing, like, fuck, we have to take her out. So we'll team with each other for a second, and then, we'll jump back to beating each other up just to, get Nia Jax out of the match so that we could try to win. I thought that was kind of cool, but yeah, I don't know. I thought at some point she should win. I do like, them finally like having some lengthy reign, for Alexa Bliss for her championship. I think it's been, what, two months now?
No, she just won it from Sasha not too long ago.
She lost it on Raw. Remember, and won it back on pay-per-view. Last week,
SummerSlam, yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's right. Damn it.
She's had it for a month.
Well, she retained it in this pay-per-view. Yeah.
I was going to say, super
well,
late.
It is.
Man, you're not paying attention to this at all. You don't notice the DDTs. You haven't noticed
in comparison.
I think you're like a year behind. I think you think this is No Mercy 2016.
Yeah, I must.
Bleacher Report gave the match a B+. All right. I'd give it that. Next, we have John Cena versus Roman Reigns.
Boo.
For the boos heard around the world.
Yeah.
Nothing but love from the WWE universe.
Please go home. Please go home.
I think they cheered Cena a little bit more.
Yeah, they cheered. This is the first time he's gotten cheered in a while.
Yeah.
Other than house shows, but on TV. Like, this is the first time he got cheered, and that was so sad. This was Yeah, whatever. Go.
Yeah. All right. So the biggest standout to me, other than the fucking slow paced kind of awkwardness of how the match started, did it come across to you guys similar to Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan, where Shawn Michaels was overselling everything to be a dick?
Yes.
It did?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. In the beginning, I almost texted Mike, and I was like, "Dude, this is totally reminding me of SummerSlam 2005 because like one punch and fucking Cena's like wobbly
all over
legs,
the place,
over exaggerated.
I'm
like, oh my god, dude, is he totally gonna go fucking Sean on him? I was like,
thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one. There was one. What was it? Like a punch, and then he's rolling down the ramp or some shit, like just like, fucking all over the place. And I couldn't realize, or I couldn't figure out, is this just Cena? Or is he being a dick? And it kind of it came across that way.
Yeah, that beginning of that match, because he was pandering to the crowd, he was pandering to everything, and they're like, "Oh, just go home." So he's like, "All right." So he gets out of the ring and starts walking away. I was like, I don't know if this is cool or not. I was really confused by that. I felt like he was super disrespecting. I mean, I don't really give a shit about Reigns, but like,
no, he totally was.
He was like super disrespecting Reigns and just playing to the crowd, like fourth wall Deadpool breaking.
Yeah, he kind of was.
And I was like, and then when he got punched, even the announcers, so somebody either Cole or Graves was like, "Wow, Cena's on real wobbly legs," and like he had like this, and like Cena's like,
well, he does that shit all the time, and it pisses you off.
Yeah, but this was like,
it was way more where I'm like, okay, this stands out, and his kickouts were shitty. Like in the second half of the match, he kind of was like, all right, enough dicking around. But the first half for sure, like everything that he was doing was awkward, and I'm like, this has to be intentional. So I'm glad I'm not the only one.
One thing that did stand out to me is Mike texted us saying, "I'm calling it now. The Shield comes back together tonight when they murder Cena."
He fucking calls it every time. I think.
What happened on Raw? What happened on Raw? Thank you very much. I'm just a little bit late.
They didn't reunite. Nothing has happened.
You didn't watch Raw?
Yeah.
What the Mistros do?
Yeah, they put their fists. They're just making fun of it.
No,
doesn't mean
they keep saying
they
keep saying the Shield every 5 fucking minutes, and all then the Shield go.
Well,
they even ask,
didn't you hear Reigns'
Shield?
promo? He said they're doing their thing, I'm doing my thing. I don't need the Shield.
Yeah, they're gonna do their thing back together pretty fucking soon against the Mistros.
I'm sure it'll happen. I just think it's funny because there's been like one time that you've been right and like all of your predictions. I don't even remember what it was. Like AJ's
boys, I think.
Yeah, that is what it was.
Well, then hold on. Later on in the text, something is going. Talking about the Roman Reigns John Cena match, something is going to happen. This won't have a clean finish. This will be drug out till WrestleMania.
That's what I thought. How the fuck do you have that match?
Cena's retired.
How do you have that match with just a fucking No Mercy pay-per-view?
Yeah. Oh no, I agree. It threw me off. I don't throw out bold predictions, and I think it was actually the Hardy Boys. He's like, I fucking told you. I was right. At least you predict shit. I'll give you that. Okay. I'll give you that. Yeah. I thought it was kind of stupid. It's the normal false finishes on the attitude adjustment.
That's what else was so overkill to me. It was just like, come on,
man. Well, and now that the rollover attitude adjustment that he used to do to like AJ Styles, I thought it was cool back then. Now it's overdone. It's just another way of like, oh, and then Roman Reigns fucking does one spear, I think. I'm pretty sure he speared him one time and then won.
Well, 2 technically if you count the one through the table.
Oh, yeah, which was predictable. It was cool, but it was predictable based on how fucking Cena cleared both tables.
And this is the one earlier where I was talking about with the refs. This ref treated it like a DQ. He never counted them when they were out. He just stood out there watching them. And then when they were down in the middle of the ring, he never did a 10 count for them being down. They just sat there. And he never even moved. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this ref is just letting everything go, and he's not doing anything. Is this a no DQ? I was really confused by that. I really started thinking it was a no DQ after a while. But
you're right. I didn't even think about that. But if you think about how much time they spent on the outside with the 2 tables,
well,
the
ref was standing out there with them.
Yeah,
he was watching them like, this is gonna
probably
cool.
should have been a count out. Yeah,
I'm surprised he didn't have fucking popcorn in his hand.
He got his reffing license in ECW. Okay, we need to understand.
Yeah, so he's just chilling. He's like, oh, fuck, what's the point of a ref for the most part?
I count 3.
On the table spot, I don't remember who it was. I want to say maybe Randy Orton or someone. And I know there's monitors and shit underneath the top part. But I like when they just clear one of them and then the spot goes into the other table, so it's not so planned. And I know that he was technically standing on one table and he was going to do an attitude adjustment to him on the other one, but you could clearly like, all right, this isn't going to happen. He's going to reverse it. I actually would have been shocked had he just hit the attitude adjustment and threw Reigns through the table. That probably would have been more surprising than what actually happened.
John Cena has to go play Shazam, okay? So he has to make sure he lands safely on the table.
True.
No pencils. Like, he was even making sure the pencils were off the table.
Yeah, he took everything off.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, no kidding.
He was making sure everything was cleansed and perfect.
Wiped it down real fast to make sure there's no germs.
Sprays it. Oh, yeah, that's funny.
Lysol.
It was kind of funny because, you know, I talk about how shitty the false finishes are, and my 4-year-old was fucking pissed when Cena does the shitty rollover attitude adjustment, hits him with it, and then like he kicks out of it, I think, after the second one, and he's like, what? So, like, fucking going crazy. I'm like, all right, well, the false finishes are for somebody. A fucking 4-year-old. So it's pretty funny.
Even though the match was kind of annoying, I still say, you know, Reigns has the best kickouts. I will keep repeating that.
Yeah, for sure.
Over and over again. God. He does. He has the best kickouts. Give him something, goddammit.
Wrestling. I don't care what you say.
No, I
was the text
agree.
message I got. I was like fucking pissed about everything. He goes, no matter what you say, Roman Reigns has the best kickouts.
It's true. It's true. Like, you look at how, even though the match was built pretty predictable, he still has such solid kickouts that you, for a brief second, you're like, oh fuck, this is it. And, you know, and then he kicks out, and you're like, okay, it's back to exactly how we're expecting this to go. But for a brief second, you're like, oh fuck, because it's so close. It kind of, you know, your heart skipped a beat or whatever. I don't know. The only other notes that I had on this is the symbolic passing of the torch would have been a lot better at WrestleMania. Fucking No Mercy doesn't make any sense. Maybe at SummerSlam they could have gotten away with it. But it's so random.
If I was Cena, I would have done the same look that The Rock had when Rock did that, when he lifted his arm up. Like, Rock had the people's eyebrow going, like, looking around, everybody was booing.
Oh, yeah.
I would have done the same thing, like, shit.
You're talking about the Rock and Reigns at
Rumble, at the Rumble, yeah. When he lifted his arm up.
Rumble, yeah.
Same thing, and they just booed him even more.
Yeah, it didn't work. And Cena should be gone for, I hope, at least, like, 9 months. You think he'll be back to Survivor Series?
Yeah.
I hope not. I think he should come back for, or okay, maybe not 9 months, whatever it is. 6 months till WrestleMania, 6 or 7 months.
He'll be back at the Royal Rumble, win the Royal Rumble. He's going to wrestle Roman Reigns for the belt, and he's going to fucking beat him. But you can't see me, and leave with the belt just like Brock Lesnar.
More bold predictions here on Comic Movie Marks.
Yeah, this will
No.
be
I think he returns to the Royal Rumble, though. That's when he returns. He's going to enter in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, he might. I was thinking Royal Rumble or whatever February is. I'd be all right with that. I just don't want this to be, because it was such like this passing of the torch moment. Like, thank you. You know, I'm going to be half retired now or whatever. Okay, well, then be half retired.
Did you hear what he said on Going in or Talking Rock or whatever, Raw or something like that?
Were you just gonna say Going in Raw?
Maybe.
Oh wait, that's a YouTube channel, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's a fair mistake then.
But I thought it was funny because you know how he put it was, they can treat. I'll just be out for a while. You know, even if I, I'm turned 40, blah blah blah. I'll just wait for the bat signal whenever they put it up, and I'm just like, ha! So there you go. Your Batman or your boy thinks he's Batman.
Fuck.
Anyway,
John Cena.
You just hyped him up like a motherfucker. Shut up.
He's the Hulk Hogan of this generation. I'm not saying that, but I don't like him.
Cool. Next match we have is.
Well, wait. What was the rating?
That was Bleacher Report.
C+.
Wow.
What?
Surprisingly. I'm like almost right in line with Bleacher Report.
Yeah, they're on it.
Yeah.
This time around.
Like last time we were making fun of it, but this time I'm like, oh, I have nothing to say. Like, yeah, that's pretty solid.
Next we have Neville versus Enzo Amore.
The match of the night.
The match that Shane popped the load all over the place.
So what if I
Oh.
did? Just kidding.
Yeah,
Did you send him all this crap that you sent me on the text messages?
Oh no, I didn't show him yet what I was sending Mike. Because after he kind of said, like, he made some comments in the in our multiple texts. I was like, yeah, I don't think Shane's not watching it right now, so don't say anything.
Oh yeah.
So we were individually texting, and I put, this is what Shane looks like after Enzo won. It's a gif of Dave Chappelle just jerking it like crazy. And also this one.
Bill Nye, who's rubbing one out on a balloon. That's another gif.
Or Randy from South Park when he gets the internet back for the first time.
He just blows it all over himself. That's how Shane looked. I'll put that picture up on our YouTube.
All right, there we go. Perfect. Pretty close.
So this is where the ref again was annoying the shit out of me. I thought he was at like 9 when Enzo was still stuck behind the little square timekeeper spot. I swear I don't know if the crowd was yelling something, but I swear he was like at 8.
So because the crowd they yell 10 every time because of Ty Dillinger. Yeah. So he'll say 1 and the crowd goes 10, so it's hard to keep up. He actually, I think his timing was a little off. It was supposed to be 9, but he was more at like 7.5 from my count. Because I've actually started like counting to see if something gets fucked up. Because I know, I don't remember if it was you, Mike, that told me or if I read it somewhere, but someone was saying how it is kind of frustrating because they almost have to go off of like a cadence to the ref or like keep counting their head. They can't actually hear him anymore because the fans are like overwhelmingly going 10, 10, and you're usually like, next to the barricade or something. There's probably fans right there and Enzo's ear yelling 10.
Count the 10s.
Yeah, pretty much. So I think they almost have to do that.
And then so Enzo's holding the belt, the cruiserweight belt, and Neville's kind of like angry, and he's throwing a little, and the ref just keeps turning around and delaying and keeps turning around. Like, Neville, just go outside. Why is the ref stopping you from going outside? I've never seen that. I've seen so many people go outside to break the count or start the count over. The ref never stops them before. He just kept stopping them. It was just so stupid.
That's an old school. That used to happen all the time. Like, they would walk up to him, and then I'm almost positive the refs would like start over, and then that's what kind of delayed it. That's like the epitome of the 90s wrestling.
Whatever.
That
it was
we grew
just
up
annoying.
With. Yeah,
he was out there for so long, and then he gets in there with the belt. I would have preferred it if he just beat the count with the belt and came in there, and then the ref takes the belt from him, gets distracted, then he kicks him in the dick.
Yeah.
That would have been funny. That would have been better, but he just dragged it out so fucking long, it became obnoxious and stupid. Whatever. Enzo Amore is the Cruiserweight champion. Cruiserweights are dead. Just like when Hornswoggle won it, or whatever the hell his name was.
I think Hornswoggle's a more legit Cruiserweight champion.
Whoa.
Enzo Amore.
You bite your tongue.
Kick your midget.
Jacqueline. Medusa is a more legit Cruiserweight champion than fucking Enzo Amore. Come on.
All right, I got some notes on this. Can I rattle them off?
No.
Oh, what?
No, we are not listening to notes on a match where a dude kicks the dude in the dick.
Hold on. Great promo about Keebler Elf and Cookie Dough. I thought that was awesome. It was incredibly slow pace for a cruiserweight match.
There was no pace. There was like almost no match. What are you talking?
Exactly. That's why I said incredibly slow pace for a cruiserweight match.
In order to have a pace, there has to be something going on.
There was fucking shit going on. Shut up. There was a
fans chant, "This is boring."
Because it was.
That's what.
I don't remember that. I feel like Enzo. Of course you didn't. Oh, I was into it. I was glued to it. Match of the night.
Psych.
There was a great DDT off the top rope.
That was the coolest part of the whole match.
Yep. Shouldn't have been a kick out though. And then an interesting finish for a babyface. I feel like they're starting to turn him heel. Did you guys watch Raw? That's what I wanted to get to mainly.
He's not going to turn heel.
I keep hearing everybody's comparing him to Eddie Guerrero when Eddie Guerrero would cheat to win. But he was still a babyface.
But he was still over?
Yeah.
I guess, but the way he's
take that name out of your mouth and you say fucking Enzo Amore's name.
No, that's a great comparison. That's perfect.
No.
Before you know it, he's going to be the world heavyweight champion. Just kidding.
Bleacher Report gave it a D-.
Wow.
F+.
I'm actually surprised they gave it that high of a score.
Yeah.
No one liked this. So next we have the most anticipated match of the pay-per-view. Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. We were pretty stoked about this. Mike and I were texting saying, like, dude,
yeah,
I'm ready for this. Let's see this shit. And Mike, I think, said this is going to be dope. And But then after a couple minutes, I was like, yeah, too bad though. Braun isn't Goldberg. This match would have been done by now. The match is going on way too long.
Shane's 30-minute analysis of 2 minutes.
Minute and 20 seconds.
Oh, just wait. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, that's why you just wanted to skip on the fucking Amore match. That's why I was like, no, you can't talk. Not allowed to. It was, I don't know, it was a typical, other than the beatdown he kind of got in the beginning, it kind of, at the end there, it just kind of turned into a typical Brock match.
Yeah.
He just suplex, then he fights a little bit, and then F5 win. That happened with Samoa Joe. Even though I thought Samoa Joe executed the beginning of the match a little bit better than Braun Strowman. I was more excited for the Samoa Joe match than this one. And Braun Strowman kept, what did he land, like 3 power slams?
Yeah, he did. And then it was...
only pinned once.
And it was 1 F5.
Well, that's all it takes when you're the best wrestler in the world. It takes 1 F5.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, fuck you. How dare you talk shit about Goldberg, but you call Brock Lesnar the best fucking...
the best wrestler.
Oh, my God.
I really liked how this, it was a fast start. They were ready to beat the shit out of each other. I'm sure, and Mike, you could probably attest to this. I'm sure when you build a card, you can't have the same starts. But I kind of felt that Cena and Reigns should have started a little less of feeling each other out, old school. Like, it should have been, they have this feud built up and they should have had like a fast start like this one. So, and that's exactly what I was expecting in this match. And I'm glad that they just fucking went at it. And they were ready to go at it like right when they got in the ring. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I don't know. I was kind of like let down by this match, to be honest. I was expecting like fucking all out mayhem.
Yeah.
Like old school, like just beat the shit out of each other type of match. And it was good for what it was, but it wasn't what I wanted. I was really let down. Maybe because my expectations are really high. Because Braun's not there yet, I think, is what the problem is. This was like Brock versus Roman, and you had the same type of like mystique to Roman that Braun has. It would have been a lot better. I think Roman could have pulled it off better than Strowman did. Strowman's not there yet. He's getting there, but he's not there yet to be able, because Brock can't work with everybody, let's be honest. He needs somebody that's more, not as powerful as he is, I guess, to work off of. He needs somebody that's smaller, like a Cena, a Triple H, Undertaker, somebody like that he can manhandle.
Yeah.
For his type of match to work. And Strowman needs the same thing, so the two of them together just didn't mesh the way that I felt it was going to, I guess.
Yeah, I felt that I actually liked the dynamic of having another another big guy in there instead of a smaller guy, because a lot of them, as Matt said, it does just kind of get into a normal Brock Lesnar Suplex City match. So I was surprised that this turned into that, because I thought, all right, we're finally going to get something a little different because you have someone as big as Braun Strowman. But yeah, I feel honestly, this whole pay-per-view as a whole, I was going into it like, man, we got some good matches on here, and not hardly any of them really lived up to it. There were, the women's, the tag team.
There's no really bad ones other than the Enzo one.
Yeah. I agree with Strowman still being like he's not quite there yet. I just
thought he should have won. I'm ready for a full-time champ.
Yeah.
Brock is a full-time champ.
Sort of. Yeah, well, Brock has been in quite a few pay-per-views.
He's not going to be back to like Royal Rumble or Survivor Series.
Little kids, how many times Hulk Hogan was ever on TV? Never defended the belt on TV. Ever.
Yeah, well,
only.
Unfortunately, it was like Shawn Michaels.
4 pay-per-views.
Oh yeah, defending it. Well, but Austin was like the big.
I'm talking about Hogan.
Yeah, I know. But
Austin's a bigger draw than Hogan.
Bullshit. The NWO was way more over than Austin 316 ever was.
Damn right.
And Hulk Hogan was the fucking leader of the NWO. Without Hulk Hogan, there would have never been an NWO that was popular as it was.
All right. Matt's just giving me this look like he better shut the fuck up.
I'm just gonna let his stupidity ring out and just let people
it's the
take
truth.
that in and realize how dumb that was.
It's the truth. Hulkamania and the NWO together as one is way more popular than Austin ever was.
Dude, you realize Austin 316 shirts are like the 3rd or 4th most selling shirt of all time. Like it's the most recognizable thing.
Hulkamania, brother.
It's like Superman, Batman, and like one other thing, and then Austin 316 are like the most recognizable shirts in history.
No way. I wear my Austin shirt, nobody says shit to me. I wear my Hogan shirt, people are like,
no one likes you.
Whatever.
Why would anybody like? I get it all the time when I wear my Austin shirts. I always get idiots behind me. Yeah, Austin 316. It makes me not want to wear the shirt. This one guy's playing this kid. That's Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Your kid doesn't know what the fuck that is.
Who Stone Cold is.
Anyway, Bleacher Report gave it a B. Way too generous.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I agree.
Maybe a B minus. Maybe a B minus. There's a couple of parts with Strowman that they kind of like were awkward. Like it's a little sad because I like him and I think he's almost there, but it's sad. The one reason why I didn't want him to be the champion at this point was because he's not ready. And he had the missed turnbuckle spot, which Corey Graves thankfully was like. Corey Graves tried to save it because he's like, look, he's such a big human, he can't even fit in between the two turnbuckles to hit the post.
His chest is so big.
Yeah, but then he still sells the shoulder. He should have just like shrugged it off and fucking went on to something else. And then when he was when Brock had his arm, he was obviously communicating with Brock, and it was one of those like cringy, like, oh damn it, why am I seeing that kind of thing? And you feel for him because wrestling he didn't really like it at all. He's just kind of like into this, and now they're kind of throwing him out there, which is cool, but it's just a little awkward. So that was just final thoughts on that.
All right, let's give our scores for the pay-per-view.
I'm gonna go, I don't know, 2.5 out of 5. It was probably middle of the road. Actually, no. With the tag team match, because I will definitely watch the tag team match more often, I'll bump it up to a 2.8.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Mike?
2.5.
Wow. What? Man, I guess I'm just full of generosity. 3 out of 5.
3,
miles.
Okay.
I thought the women's match was pretty solid. The tag match was good. What I did see of Jason Jordan Miz was really good. Then the Cena Reigns match was meh, and Enzo was, and then the Brock and Strowman match was meh. So it's kind of like a good meh across.
Yeah. Would you watch it again?
I'd watch that tag match and probably the women's match again. But the women's match for different reasons. To see Bayley bounce her boobs off the top rope again.
Like the Royal Rumble?
Yeah,
I've watched that like 3 times since the Royal Rumble.
What?
The Royal
Rumble pay-per-view.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah. I would probably watch a couple matches on this. I think I just built it up so much in my head because I was kind of looking at the card like, all right, Miz and Jason Jordan is going to be a good match. The tag match. And then I kind of, I was hoping for more out of the Enzo match. I was hoping for more out of a lot of them, but that one was awful. It was comedic awful.
Are you feeling okay? What happened to Shane?
Come on, I can admit that. I still think it's sweet that he's cruiserweight champion. But...
And then the next night he shits all over the cruiserweight division.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You didn't let me you fucking bastards cut me off because I can't go on my Enzo marking out stuff.
Just because I got the soft shirt in the mail right now does not mean.
Do you really?
No, you do.
Oh,
I know you do.
It was $4 online.
Yeah, I know.
It really was. But I didn't buy it.
You're such a liar. You're such a fucking liar.
No, I have the old school one. I don't need the finger pointing. You're soft. But it was $4. I bought some Christmas gifts because they were doing a sale, and I got on there. I was like, and then what was funny is on Raw, he was talking about how big his merchandise checks are. I'm like, dude, your fucking shirt's on clearance. For $4. So I was like, all right, I guess, but I don't know. It's what it is.
All right.
And the belt, you got the belt and the belt on the way out, don't you? That's what you're on fucking Shop Zone for.
Yeah, the one that was. Did you send it to me? The one with like the cheetah print. I'm hella getting that. Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome. He needs to debut that.
If he brings that out, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
I'm gonna quit watching wrestling if he fucking puts that thing on TV.
Come on,
Enzo, bring it out.
New Japan only for me.
It's better than the broken skull belt.
Okay, this is becoming a ridiculous notion right now.
I wanted your reaction. Like, I think Matt.
I hate the
was about to
spinner
raise his
belt,
hand
and the spinner belt is better than that shit.
What is?
The spinner belt is better than that fucking piece of shit.
Oh man, good stuff.
Just putting the mouse over the hang up button, just getting it ready. So that's going to conclude our review of That's going to conclude our review of No Mercy 2017. Whew.
Yeah.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube page at Comic Movie Marks. We are at 72 subscribers. We grow a subscriber every podcast.
Booming.
It just feels like we were at 72. And then it went back down to 71.
I saw that. I'm like, you fucker.
You didn't even give us a chance.
He's the one who thumbs down the Superman Lives.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck this.
And just peeled out. But now we're back up to 72. We should be at 73, but somebody peeled out on us.
Yeah, that's all right.
Check it out. We got a cool content. We got interaction there. We got a lot of people thinking we're funny.
Yeah. And Matt's actually adding a little bit more work into he has been over the past couple months.
Kind of.
Well, a little bit. I think it lines up pretty well.
Yeah, some of it. I try to make sure some things line up when they're significant.
Yeah, so it's at least like visually more appealing than it was for a while there because we were just fucking putting one picture and saying, visit our podcast.
Watch the picture.
And speaking of our podcast, you can find us in the Google Play Store under Podcast Republic, or you can find us in iTunes. Yeah, on iTunes. That totally it threw me off because it's in the Google Play Store or on iTunes, and we've done this how many times now?
I don't know. I think we get it wrong almost every time, actually.
Probably. Yeah.
I've always heard
but we're on there. Comic Movie Marks.
iTunes, find us. Different.
Yep. Exactly. Nice. Look at that.
Who knows?
Google Play Store. Check out Podcast Republic. Search Comic Movie Marks.
Yep.
Easiest app in the Google Play Store to find Comic Movie Marks podcasts.
And look for Shane for a court date near you for Enzo Amore stalking charges.
He was in California.
Motherfucker. Too bad we're so far away because we're in Vermont.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Good point. I was talking about, the plane trip. Fucking Vermont.
Remember, because we brought that up last time that we were in Vermont. We did.
We did?
Yeah, because we were talking about something. I don't know. We were trying to lie what state we were in. I said Arizona. You're like, no, it's too hot or something.
Oh, yeah.
I was
That's
like,
right.
All right, Vermont.
Vermont. Yep, we are in Vermont. There we go.
Yeah, build a wall around California, though.
Just because.
I still think we should do that. All right. Make sure you kneel for us at Comic Movie Marks. Check out Instagram podcast.
Your brother's gonna shoot you.
Fuck, no, he's not. You don't give a fuck. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck that shit. All that shit's stupid. Bunch of children. Anyway.
Yep. There we go. All right. There's our political point of view, and you can find us all on social media. Comic Movie Marks. I don't know.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Yep. That part was kind of entertaining. You can leave it in.
Neil's cap.
I think, not going to go too much into it. Everybody's fucking children.
Please stand by.
There we go. I said it while you said it. In case I don't see you.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Oh, wait. Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
Oh, wait. Mike. Best friend for 15
Hey, Mike,
years.
you got any final...
For life.
Mike, you got any final words?
Fuck you guys. I'm going home.
In case I don't see ya.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Bye, Mike.
You think you could tell us what to do? You think you could tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down! Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you're doing to do. That's a brace, boy. Yeah, that's a brace, little man. Break it down. Degeneration. Degeneration. You think you can tell me what to do? Know who you're talking to?